Mikhail, if you don't mind, let me start with, what was the kind of the first thing that prompted you to start looking into solar?
The very first time, my very first that's my with the golden Gosser. It's my second system.
Okay.
But my first system, I just went in because of the cost. All right. I think if you do the math and how fast those systems pay by themselves, it's almost a no-brainer in California to go with the solar.
Right.
And the only mistake I did with the first system, I didn't go big enough. Right.
Okay.
I think I went for a system which was about 3.5 megawatts.
Yeah, 3 kilowatt system.
Yeah, 3 kilowatt system. And that's after a couple of years and my family grew, that was just not enough.
And did you add an EV during that time or no?
No, not yet.
You had the electric car already, and that was kind of. Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. I did not yet. And when I made a decision to go with you guys, I was not planning on getting an EV either.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's just simply because of my increased usage.
Okay.
So then I really need to have extra panels, and that's where I reached out to my original installer, and they were not really competitive in terms of prices anymore.
Okay.
It was a small job for them. They had to go in all the way from the Central Valley.
Yeah.
And they basically put a big markup on their price. And it's kind of what I did early on. I did a little bit of homework. I looked up the prices of the panels and calculated what the margin was going to be. And the margin was like about 40%.
Okay.
But that's where I started looking for competitive quotes.
Yep.
Right. And most of them came lower than what they were asking. And I think Golden Bear Solar came also lower and similar to other guys.
Yeah.
But what really made you go with you is this how professional Mike was.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was talking to Mike early on, and he started walking me through the details of the solar installation, which I did not know, even though it was my second installation. But all the details about NEMA and the government plans and how they could work with the grid and what should be the size of the new system. Right, he gave me so many details right in our first conference call that I thought, wow, that looks interesting. I hope those guys are competitive in price. And that when you came back with a quote, the quote looked similar to many other installers. That was the main deciding point.
Yeah.
Right. I talked to Mike again. All right, and he gave me a bunch more technical details, and that's where I picked you guys.
No, that's great. That's good to hear. I mean, that's kind of part of what we the reason we're in business is to be like that. Mm-hmm. It's not just go slap solar on people's roofs.
Yep.
It's help them understand everything involved. So what would you say are the top benefits for you? I mean, what was kind of the main drivers?
The main driver is cost, right?
Okay.
I'm very cost.
The economics.
Yeah, exactly, economics. If you do the math, all right, and I think my original system was going to pay off in about 6 to 8 years, all right? This addition, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good investment. Unless, and so then kind of going from there, right? I think the install was pretty smooth. So right away, again, having Mike on the team, it really showed a difference because he did a site inspection and he told me right away that the panels, which I thought I had installed my previous, they installed actually something else compared to what they promised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they gave me in the quote and in the contract, they signed up for single crystalline, and in reality they installed the polycrystalline. So that was kind of an unfortunate find.
Yeah.
But the Mike was able to find and match polycrystalline panels for the same price as the original quote you guys gave me.
Oh, good. Okay.
And match them, and it's like so the whole thing looks like it's part of the same system, right? And amend the whole grid.
Right. Okay. you mind sharing like any of the economics? Do you know off the top of your head kind of what you're expecting, what you were spending, what you expect to save kind of over time? Do you have any of that in your head?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, what was the total price of the system? I think it was around 6,000 for the original, and around 6,000 for this expansion. And then I believe the original system already paid off about half of it, right? And I can already see an impact on my bill from the second system.
Yeah.
So it's like it should pay itself off in about 10 years.
Okay, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, it does increase the house price, right? Everyone want to sell this house, that most of it goes directly into the house price.
Yeah, that's something that people don't really understand. Is it's a lower cost to operate home, so there's value in that.
Yeah. I think our tea is ready. Because I think originally he was recommending more panels, and then I did not. So some panels had to be installed on the first floor, and I was not ready for that.
Okay.
All right, it would break up the system in two levels, and that's not something we should do before. So in the end, he helped me do the math, and turns out you could fit the whole thing in the second floor.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, that's another one of our charters as a company. Just a really tight, clean design. I mean, it's important that we design it as tight as possible. Some people don't care about the aesthetics, but some do.
And one of the neat things which Mike did is tilting the panels. I think his original design had them tilted along the lawn axis, lawn side.
Yeah.
Which gives you less of an angle. All right. And then he revised design. He was able to put more panels in a row, but also by tilting them on the short axis, he was able to get a larger angle.
Okay.
Which I kind of didn't think about.
Interesting.
But because you only, if I understand correctly, you can only space them off the roof by a certain amount.
18 inches. Yeah.
So having 18 inches, having a smaller triangle versus a longer triangle, gives you a larger tilting.
That's right.
Mike is good.
It's always good to hear.
So what's the deal with you guys? You're pretty new, right?
So, yeah. So, couple questions for you. Couple more, if you don't mind.
No.
So, what would you say to people that say solar is too expensive?
I think you should do the math, right? Because PG&E bills are not going down anytime soon. Electricity is pretty expensive in Silicon Valley, right? And it pays for itself. And particularly for EV owners, I think the math works even better because with PG&E plans for the electric vehicle owners, they have these plans where the electricity is really expensive in the peak periods and really cheap during nights. And there's something which I did not know, Mike explained me too, is that what it means is what you do is when you generate electricity, you sell it at a higher price to the PG&E, and you buy it cheaper during night.
That's right.
All right, so it works in your favor kind of twice.
That's right.
So economics really works out. Oh, Mike was calling.
Yeah. That's a great answer, and I think that that's something a lot of people don't know or miss. What would you say to people that say they don't have the time?
No time. I think it barely took any time with you guys. Right? It just solar panels just once magically appeared on the house, and I didn't have to spend time on inspections or babysitting the install crew. Just one day you open your PG&E account, and instead of having reds, you get greens, right? So using electricity, you start sending electricity to the grid.
Yeah. What would you say? Did you finance your system, or you pay cash?
I pay cash.
Okay. I won't ask you that then. So I guess to kind of finish up with the recording, what would you say you liked or appreciated the most about working with Golden Bear Solar?
I think the technical expertise. That was really the main thing, right? Because in terms of the cost in the market, a lot of installers they offer similar quotes, but in terms of technical expertise and how well your team was able to customize, because it was really an add-on system which had to mate with the original system which I had there. They were able to come up with a layout, find the panels which would match, and make the two systems work together. That was pretty important.
You know, I meant to ask you before, so how does it feel, or maybe just share your thoughts on having an electric vehicle and powering it with the sun?
Yeah, it was pretty darn good, right? Like driving on the solar beams, right?
Yeah, it's funny because just with riding in the car on the way over here, and you know, you kind of punching it, it probably doesn't feel like it for you anymore because I'm used to a regular car. Knowing that that's not gas was kind of a cool feeling even for me.
It saved you a trip to the gas station too.
Well, think about the time over our lives spent at a gas station. Yeah, it adds up.